On average, how many adverts do you think you see in a day? Even if you don't watch TV, you're constantly being bombarded, be it on billboards, on the sides of taxis and buses, in magazines and newspapers, on social media. You've probably seen an advert just before you watched this video. Even when you're walking down the street shopping, you see people walking about with carrier bags with brands on them, and that's still classed as advertising. Whether you think you're paying attention or not, your brain is constantly taking in this information, and you're being brainwashed every single day. That's why I am so against false advertising. I honestly think that people who take part in false advertising should be punished to the highest degree. And I know a lot of people don't believe in bringing back capital punishment, but that's what some people deserve. Not many people take the time to actually sit down and pay attention to these adverts that we're seeing every single day. But I do. I sit and I pay attention, I read the small print, I ask the questions, I contact the companies, and that's what I've been doing for a few weeks. Now, you might think that that's a waste of time, but I honestly believe that we have to do something about false advertising, particularly on YouTube. You've got these influencers who constantly tell lies, and that's one of the reasons why I do reviews, because you might think that nobody cares how a hair dye works or the instructions or what I think of a certain product, but it matters to somebody out there. My review videos do get some views, so somebody does care, and I want that person to know the truth about the product, whether it's good or bad. In the past few weeks, I have seen so many false advertising things just on Facebook and Instagram alone that it's shocking. I plan on making a video in the future discussing these further, but today I'm going to be reacting to a video. A few weeks ago, I was ranting to a friend in work and telling her how much I hate false advertising and people lying just for money. And I was telling her about a company who offered me money to do a review, but it all had to be positive. So when I refused, they offered me double money a few weeks later, and I refused it again. Now, at this point, I've only got about 5,000 subscribers, so the money wasn't a lot to some people. It was a lot of money to me, but I understand that some people out there have got millions of subscribers and they're getting offered tens of thousands of pounds. But I can guarantee that if I got offered 10, 20, 50,000 pounds to lie in a review, I wouldn't take it. And I'm not somebody who's got money, I'm not rich. £50,000 could literally change my life, but I'm not about to lie for anybody, especially not just for money. So she very briefly told me about a YouTube video that she had seen of someone who asked influencers to lie about a product. Now that's literally all I know about it. I think it was filmed like a year ago, so you've maybe already seen it. But for what she was telling me, she was just saying that they were offered money to tell lies and they were agreeing to do it. So I'm going to react to that today because it is one thing that just drives me insane. So who knows how I'm going to react. Last year, when James Charles was promoting Sugar Bear hair pills, he was talking about what a difference they'd made in like a few days, when everyone knows that these things take months to even see a difference. Then it turned out that he was only saying it to get better Coachella tickets. Now James Charles is a millionaire and he is still lying to his subscribers. How many of his subscribers went out and bought them? He has got millions of subscribers. That company must have made millions of pounds just for that one promotion, and it was a complete lie. He should be charged for that. Anyway, let's get to the video before I completely freak out for no reason already. The link that she sent me to watch is on the BBC Three YouTube, and it says, "Influencers audition to promote a new drink containing cyanide. Blind boy and destroys the world." So here we go. In this part of the video, they're just explaining the advert for this drink that contains cyanide and that they're going to ask influencers to advertise it. I've had to turn the volume down on this part of the video because it contains music and I don't want to get copyright struck, even though I'll probably end up getting copyright struck anyway. Here they're explaining that the ingredients on the drink say hydrogen cyanide, that was used as a poison in the war and Americans used to kill criminals with it.
Cyanide.
Hydrogen cyanide.
Hydrogen cyanide.
Influencers make tasty money by selling bullshit. So we invited some of our favourite hot people in for an audition. Love Island's Zara Holland, Red Carpet, Buff Towie Hunk, Mike Hessini, Wax My Rectum, and fuck me, we got Lauren Goldger from everything. No, we were very transparent. The product was clear.
So the thing is, right, they're saying here that the product was clearly labelled hydrogen cyanide. Now, it is possible that they didn't even read the ingredients, and it's also possible that they didn't think that hydrogen cyanide was like cyanide the poison. It maybe just didn't dawn on them. If you've watched any of my reviews, you'll know that I always read the ingredients on everything. But, I mean, maybe they just didn't realise that it was cyanide. Maybe they don't even know that cyanide is a poison. Not everybody knows that.
Labelled hydrogen cyanide, and we wanted to see if they'd consider selling it to their fans, which would kill them. Influencer advertising is so lucrative that agents are often involved.
Thanks for coming in to chat to us.
Lauren and Zara brought theirs along.
Oh, wait, hang on. Well, all sort of followers of mine, they do believe in what I post, from the spa weekends to what clothes I wear.
Meanwhile, Mike Hessini provided a useful guide on how to violate advertising rules by pretending an ad isn't an ad to fool his followers.
I think if you're doing brands and stuff, rather than it being like a paid for post on the actual page, I think that the stories are...
So he's actually saying that he would rather do something as a story. You see a lot of people from Love Island and that doing this. And they'll be like, oh, we're in this shop, just shopping randomly, and we're buying this brand of makeup and we're buying this brand of clothes. And people are so blind that they can't see that it's an advert. Like I said earlier, you're constantly being bombarded with adverts and you don't even realise that that's what it is. But they should have to put, well, they actually do have to put in the description box that it's a paid promotion, but sometimes they just forget to do that, and they should be fined a lot of money for forgetting.
Better, because people actually believe that's what you're doing now.
Now, let's get dark. Will they promote this product without ever having tried it? Ever?
We're not launching this for another few months.
Yeah.
But you may not be able to drink it until it's launched. You know, but you're fine with that, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem at all.
So there may be a world where you would be starting to promote the product before the product was actually ready.
So they're asking them to promote this product before they've even tasted it, and they're agreeing to do it. They literally should be jailed for this. This is 2 minutes into this video, so it's a 5-minute long video, right? I'm going to try and be calm. You cannot promote something that you've never tried. It's like when people promote foundation and stuff, like I've seen videos of influencers promoting a foundation and it's not even that actual foundation that they're using. You just see them, like they see it on the beauty blender, but you don't see what foundation it is, just because they're being paid, and they're being paid to lie. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable on any level, regardless of whether this drink's got poison in it or not. You should not ever agree to promote something that you've never even tried. It's not even getting it yet. Like, I just need to carry on before I freak out even more.
How does that, is that a problem?
No, not for me.
Oh, Zara. Luckily her agent stepped in and said she wouldn't lie. Good agenting. But then, Lawton Goodger's agent popped in to admit it is industry practice not to try any of the shit that they shill. Now that's ethical.
Half these posts you see that people do, they're not even trying them half the time anyway, so you know it's...
I've never tried skinny coffee.
Really?
Excuse me, Lauren.
I've never tried skinny coffee.
What you said?
There's this woman who I watch, I can't remember her name, I don't really watch her anymore, but she used to hang about with Rich Lux and that. Trees or something, I can't even remember. And she promotes like skinny tea or skinny tablets or something. And when you watch her videos, she actually tells you that she goes to the gym like 2 or 3 times a day. She's got a gym in her house, right? And how can you listen to somebody who works out 2 to 3 times a day and they tell you that it's because of skinny tea? Obviously, it's not because of skinny tea. If I went to the gym even once a day, I wouldn't be fat. She's going 2 or 3 times a day, and then she's promoting these like weight loss products. They say that adverts are regulated right now, without me going into too much around right now, but adverts are regulated on TV to a certain extent. Adverts in America are so honest sometimes. Like, if you have to buy an over-the-counter medication, it tells you a list of like 500 side effects that it could have. It tells you that at the end of the advert, and it's so honest. But even I seen an advert and it was like for this, it looked like a deodorant stick, and the advert, the woman woke up and she had a sore head and she was like, oh, and then she picked up this strip and she just put it across her head like that, and then the next time she's out driving to work like, oh, I've not got a sore head anymore. But at the bottom of it, it says that they didn't claim that it contained anything for a sore head. Like, it was literally just showing you the woman picking it up, going like that on her head, and showing you being fine. So they were admitting at the bottom of the screen that it was a placebo. Online, they don't have to do anything like that. Nobody's regulating anything. People can say whatever they want. It's disgusting. See the fact that she has admitted that she's never tried that coffee and she's trying to sell it to people and saying that she loves it. She should be jailed. She should be jailed for life. That's not too harsh. I would make it a lot more harsher than that.
I'm loving my products that I've been using. They've helped me so much.
Anyway.
Because we were a bit worried that maybe you'd need to try it before you mention it. No, not bothered.
I've even had my own friends message me, Noel, can you get me some of that skinny coffee? Like, does it work? I'm like, do you not...
She's sitting there laughing, right, because she's like, oh, do you not know how this works? I don't try skinny coffee, I don't try products, ha ha ha. Your subscribers, right, are listening to you because for some reason they put you up on a pedestal. You're a cunt. You're just a cunt. You're a compulsive lying cunt at that, which makes it even worse. And you're laughing because they're out spending their hard-earned money. Not everybody gets to sit in the house and make videos and rake the money in. People actually have to work, and they think that the product that you're trying to sell them is good, and you're sitting there laughing at them. You literally deserve to be stoned to death.
I know this by now.
Yeah.
And they're actually going and buying it. And I'm like,
wow.
You know how this works.
Exploiting people's bodily insecurities for English pounds.
If there was something bad in the ingredients or the
Sure.
look bad.
Of course, yeah.
So, for example, skinny coffee, everyone keeps saying it's got laxatives in it. Obviously, you know, Lauren being paid to take something that makes her shit.
Ah, yeah, accountability. Great. Look at that. She's going to be Googling cyanide in no time now. Because we just gave them the script for this audition and it mentions the word cyanide loads. No, she's not. And neither did the rest of them. I've lost faith.
If you want to boost your weight loss,
Then try Cyanora.
And the Sonora diet. Cyanora contains all natural extracts
calopilla,
Magnesium,
lemon balm,
and red clover.
hydrogen cyanide.
Hydrogen cyanide.
hydrogen cyanide, cyanide.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Hydrogen cyanide.
Cyanide.
Cyanide. Cyanora is a life-changing taste.
Can't wait to try mine, so everybody swipe up and get yours now.
From what I know, that all looks pretty natural.
See, like, her with the black hair is actually realised that she said cyanide, and she knows what cyanide is. I don't even know what to say, right? Like, as I mentioned, they possibly don't know that cyanide is poison, right? And even if they did, if it says, I can't remember what it says, like hyaluronic or whatever it was, cyanide, right? Maybe they just don't realise, because sometimes something can have a name and it can mean something else. If it doesn't just say cyanide, they've maybe not realised. But they should look at the ingredients. Anytime I'm reviewing something, I look at the ingredients and I'll say this is vegan or vegetarian, or it's really high in sugar, or it's diet, or it's got like fake sugar in it or whatever. And I know that not everybody cares, right? But I just like to give people information because that's what they deserve. They're watching a review to find out information about something, not to be lied to. People don't like to be lied to. They're sitting there laughing at their subscribers. These people are disgusting. Literally, like, I wish that we would bring back just hanging people up on trees and stringing them out in the street, because every single one of these would be hanging in a tree out in my garden like a fucking Christmas bauble.
Sarah Holland responded by stating, although I read out the ingredients, which included hydrogen cyanide, I did not immediately know what this was at the time. My agent did state that I would not promote a product without trying the product first, and we needed to be provided with more details. I would never deliberately mislead my viewers or promote a product that was dangerous. Miss Gudger's agent's representatives responded by saying, our client no longer represents Miss Gudger. Our client would not endorse the promotion of products that contained harmful or suspect ingredients or without knowing the contents. Our client was told the product was still in development. We contacted Lauren Gudger and Mike Cassini for comment on multiple occasions, but they did not respond.
I don't know how much money these people have got, right, but I'm assuming it's a lot. I'm sitting here, I don't have a lot of money, I work, right? And I wouldn't take any amount of money to lie. Any amount. You're probably sitting there thinking, oh, I bet you if you got offered £1 million to do a review and not try the product, you'd do it. Well, do you know what? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I feel so strongly about people being lied to, just even by people they know in other main companies. This is so bad. It's so bad. This is why you just shouldn't trust people online. I know I do reviews, right? Like, if you don't want to trust me, that's totally up to you. But you should always look into things yourself. I mean, it's just as simple as a drink. That's not even a medication. Imagine they get asked to promote a medication. Like, that lassie's already promoting diet coffee with laxatives in it. And they're like, I would never take laxatives. Do you know what? Fucking die. That is what you deserve, to be tortured to death. They all deserve to be tortured to death. No wonder I freak out. No wonder I actually spend time paying attention to adverts and messaging companies and asking them questions, because people are just so evil. That's evil to me. I know it's not a big deal, it's just a drink, but it is a big deal, because people go out there and they spend their money on things that they think is going to be good because you've lied to them.
We contacted Lauren Goodger and Mike Cassini for comment on multiple occasions, but they did not respond.
Two didn't respond to the comments, right, but I'm sure they were willing to take the check. I think that's the end of the video. Let me take my headphones out and calm down. As I mentioned before, for the past few weeks I've been watching adverts, reading the small print, screenshotting them, contacting companies, because nearly every single advert on social media is false advertising, and that's before you even get onto YouTube reviews. That's just the adverts that you see every single day. And recently I've actually purchased one of the products because I noticed that when they were showing you how to remove something, it was dodgy. Like, it was just not right. And when I watched the reviews on it, they were all really bad. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give this product a chance and I'm going to see for myself if it's any good. So hopefully it's going to be here this week and I'm going to give it an honest review. And they say that there's no refunds, but if this product really sucks, I'm going to show them all the evidence that I've got that they've been showing people false advertising, and I can guarantee you I will be getting a refund because I always get my own way. On Facebook today alone, I think I've seen about 4 people sharing the fake posts, and it's like and share and you'll win a free PS5, like and share and you'll get free Amazon vouchers, and people don't take the time, right, to actually click on the page. It's not a verified page. They don't realise that there's people out there who share posts and they get money for sharing posts and they get money for likes. They don't understand that people are actually getting paid for this, so they make these fake Tesco pages or fake Amazon pages or Currys or whatever, and somebody's just sitting in the house doing this. It's a scam. They're just wanting you to share their posts so that they can get money, and sometimes you can end up with viruses or your Facebook can get hacked or whatever, and people just don't take the time. Their life is going so fast. It's like, oh, a free PlayStation share, a free TV share. No, you need to take the time to actually pay attention. If you see an advert for something, pay attention to what it's saying. If you're asked to sign something, read the small print. It's not difficult. Like, even in work, if my manager sits me down and says this is happening or that's happening or sign this, I will read it, right? I don't care if it's 20 pages long. It's getting read because you need to know what you're signing. People get tricked all the time and you need to be careful about what you do. Be careful about where you put your bank details. Be careful about even like signing into PayPal if it looks dodgy. A couple of days ago I went to order something and the PayPal box popped up with the website in the back, and it never looks like that. It didn't have my email address already in it. It normally has my email address already in it, and then I just put my password in. And this was an actual box. It wasn't the PayPal app. That's dodgy. Now, it could be that that was completely legit, but you have to pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to see if the website's secure. If you think that something looks strange, look it up. Do you know what I mean? Don't just be giving your details out. Don't just believe everything that you're being told. Don't click the links on text messages that you get that look dodgy. Don't click the links on emails. There's so many things that's being shown as every single day that's fake, and it's just fishing for your information, or it's just trying to scam you. Anyway, I'm going to be getting more into that in another video that I've got coming up over the next few weeks, because I've came across so many scams over the past, like, literally 3 weeks. I was already aware of most of them, right, but when you actually sit and pay attention, there's so many scams, it is ridiculous. Don't listen to influencers. If I ever get, like, millions of subscribers and I do a review and you think that I'm lying, question me about it, question everything. Don't just believe something because you look up to somebody, right? On YouTube, I'm nobody. I don't have a lot of subscribers, and obviously I'm going to tell you, oh, I'm being honest. Everybody's going to tell you that. Use your own brain, and just don't let people scam you. Don't let people take advantage of you. Just use your brain. Don't be sucked into any of this crap. Like, those people were total compulsive liars. They don't deserve any subscribers. They don't deserve any followers. They deserve to be hung, strung and quartered. They deserve more than that, right? But, like, I'm just going to be calm because I'm just about to freak out. And I've been calm for months now. So, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. What do you think of these absolute compulsive lying cunts? And what do you think should happen to them? Do you think they should be tortured to death? Do you think they should be fined? Do you think they should be chopped up into pieces and just fed to the pigs? If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm going to go and watch some Christmas films and calm down. Thanks for watching. Bye.